Welcome guys, so this will be my sixth, or will be one, quick draft. So let's get straight into it. Okay, that's a good start. We have a Planeswalker, Nissa Ascended Animist. So it's like a grand total of 7 mana for this one, but with 2 Phyrexian green mana. So you can cast this for 5 mana and 4 life. For each Phyrexian mana, for each point of each 2 life you pay, she'll get 2 fewer loyalty counters. So the 5 mana version has 3 loyalty. So yeah, the most exciting thing about this, if you can play this for 7 mana, 7 proper mana, it has 7 loyalty, and then you can ultimate straight away. And until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 for each forest you control, and gain trample. This could actually be a good reason to play mono green, because it triggers off the number of forests you control. I've not tried that in this set yet. Let's make sure we pick the right thing here first.
We are united in Phyrexia's garden.
Right, so I've got to think. Do I really want to go mono green? Well, we've only got 1 green card in this pack. Skyscythe Engulfer, nice big creature. So we'll look at a few other things. Bladed Ambassador is quite a good 2-drop. That can be indestructible. Cacophony Scalp. Deals damage equal to its power to any target when it dies. You can sacrifice it when it does combat damage to a player. If you do, proliferate. We have Exuberant Fuseling. So it gets an oil counter whenever another creature or artifact goes to the graveyard. It gets +1 power for every oil counter it has. And it starts at 1/1. Yeah, quite good. I suppose the green-red deck is oil based. The white-green deck is going to be a toxic deck. And to be honest, it looks like Nissa would fit in both decks. The red-green deck can have a bit of proliferate, and that can help your Nissa's loyalty tokens. So just looking at the other abilities, you can destroy target artifact or enchantment, so that's quite handy. And +1, you make an XX, where X is Nissa's loyalty. Seems good. Excuse me for a second. Okay. So I've got a couple of interesting red 1-drops. But we've got this white 2-drop, which does come with an oil token. We've got Basilicus Shepherd, which is quite good. Decent flyer. Molten Rebuke's a removal card. But maybe I'm not bowled over by these cards, and I'd rather stay with green for the moment. But it's not really giving me a lot of green options. We could get a Plague Nurse. Plague Nurse is quite good. But we're seeing, you see, now we've actually got a really good removal spell. Ossification. 2 mana basically removes anything. They're not going to be able to blow up a basic land, right? They could blow up the enchantment. So I'd say that, well, Plague Nurse is pretty good as well. But maybe not better than really cheap good removal. Okay, Annihilating Glare, some more cheap removal. Necrogen Rotpriest is really good, but that's a 3rd colour. Tyrranax Atrocity is pretty nice. I think I'm just going to have a quick break, just a second. And I'm back. So, yeah, I think the question here, do we want Necrogen Rotpriest? What it means going into a 3rd colour. Incisor Gliders, alright. Tyrranax Atrocity is pretty good. It's another big creature. There's also a good removal spell. I think I like the Rotpriest. I'm going to try and make this work. It's the best card. Always try and take the best card in the first 5 picks, I think. Right, the Edifice can take out 1 toughness creatures, that's quite good. That Emergence is quite good. But there's another Annihilating Glare there. I think we probably want that. Takes out anything. Canora's Canopy takes out flyers. Oh, and a new tip I picked up. If you hold down Alt, it tells you how many copies you've got of these cards in your collection, which is very handy actually. So we'll go for the Glare here. Copper Longlegs, good stopper for small flyers. That's Blade Mantis, a bit more aggressive, but nothing to write home about, I would say. I think we want to build up our 2-drop slot. That's a common weakness I find, not really having enough 2-drops. We've got to think we might be going 3 colours here, and I see a Terramorphic Expanse. So it might be, we might be tempted by a Blight Belly Rat, which is alright. Whisper of the Dross. No, I think we definitely take the Terramorphic Expanse now whilst we can. There was nothing amazing there. Carnivorous Canopy, Hunter Maze, Predation Steward. It looks like we're going for a toxic deck a little bit. Well, actually it's just the Rotpriest that's toxic, isn't it? There's certainly an element of proliferate. We've got the long legs. We could take another removal card. I'm not that fussed about Predation Steward, but it is like it is a 2-drop creature. And maybe that's the priority. Just getting a filler 2-drop right now is good. So this is a 3-drop. That's not bad. Oh, you're right. Okay, Ossification Cultivator. It's not actually mana fixing, but it helps you get. You're untapping a land, so it helps you get to a double color requirement. Worth mentioning. I think. But Tyrranax Atrocity, obviously really good 5-drop with the toxic thing. So I think we'll go for that 5-drop. And then actually one of my favourite colourless 2-drops, Dune Mover, is a very nice thing because it helps just sort of fix your opening hands. You often get 2 landers. Get a 2-lander, one of these guys, you're laughing. He gets you to 3 land, guaranteed. So I like this thing. Basilisk Spellbomb I've not really used, to be honest. This is an expensive removal card because, let's face it, you're going to be up against creatures, and this is 6 mana to remove a creature. This might be good. I might be underrating this because it is cantrip, but it's also looking like we could be wanting to ramp out some creatures. So I think it's nice to pick up an Atlas, and this is also mana fixing if we are 3 colours. Of course, we've only got the Ossification as the only white card here. I think we'll take Prophetic Prism as well. And then we don't need to worry about getting mana fixing later. That may be enough mana fixing with the Expanse. Kinsmith probably goes into the sideboard. Okay, that's a Corpse Puppet. Curious to see. Yeah, that would be my first one of those. So I am picking these for my collection. This is the thing that makes the Hollow Sentinel. Which is nice. You can see we could go. There's a competition here between Venser and Ossification for the 3rd colour spot. That 3rd colour could be blue now rather than white. There's only 1 card difference. Right, so big flying creature. Bit of ramp. Quite expensive ramp. But well, 4 mana ramp. Infectious Bite. Pretty good removal spell that adds a poison counter. I think this is ahead at the moment. Then we do have another good white removal card. And black removal. Well, it's looking like our main colour's green. If we can get a good green removal card, I think that's going to help us more. We're more likely to play that. So, Charge of the Mites, Indoctrination Attendant, Gulping Scrap Trap, Whisper of the Dross. I think I prefer the white cards here. I think I'll go for the Charge of the Mites. Right, we have the Justiciar, so this is the life linker. Could be helpful for a bit of life gain. Another Dune Mover, which I rate quite highly, and another Atlas. I think it's quite nice to have 2 Dune Movers. I think I'm quite happy with 2. More than 2 would be a stretch. I'm not sure you want more than 2. Plate Golem, not really doing oil things. Fleshless Gladiator is a 2-drop. It can come back. Testament Bearer is pretty good, does replace itself when it dies. Ichorspit Basilisk has Death Touch. So 3 mana Death Touch. We're actually low on 3-drops a little bit. So I think on that basis, because green's my main colour, I'm going to take the Basilisk. We've still got potential for going mono green, I think. Okay, this just brings permanent back from the graveyard and proliferates, which could be quite good. Right, another Dune Mover. There's a Plague Nurse there. I think we haven't had a Plague Nurse yet, so that seems reasonable. Right, Thirsting Roots. This, you search for a basic land, so it's mono fixing, or it can be used to proliferate in a pinch. Could be quite useful. But maybe we take a third Dune Mover. I think we do. Atraxa Skitterfang. Yeah, this is quite flexible. This can do a few things for us. I think that's going to be the best card here. Yeah, let's take that. Okay, another Atlas, another Prophetic Prism. Would I run 2 Atlases? More likely I'd run 2 Prophetic Prisms because these replace themselves, so I think I'll take the second one of those. And this is a heavy duty ramp card. There's a 3-drop creature. Let's take the heavy duty ramp. Okay, just take a 2-drop. 4-drop creature. I think I'll take another Kinsmith. I have a little collection of them. Okay. Well, isn't that a stroke of luck? Pack 3, the rare we open is relevant. Very nice. Now Seedcore, if you press Alt, I've actually got 4 copies of this, but I think it's a pretty good one. Is it the best card in the pack? I would say so. Yeah, I think we picked that anyway. Now, if we count the non-green things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 lands. 8. So 19 cards. We could in an emergency play Mere Kinsmith. I think we definitely play the Rotpriest. Ruthless Predation. If we're going sort of mono green, we might need green removal cards. Plague Nurse is very good as well, but I think a Ruthless Predation could help us a great deal. Playing our Disruption as well, or Branchblight Stalker, or Terramorphic Expanse. think maybe there's not a good enough reason to go white anymore. Two removal spells just isn't that important. Maybe Venser isn't that interesting. Isn't interesting enough to play blue. We don't have to play the glare. Should be another American Smith in there. So we're kind of looking to improve on this this version of the deck. We've got too many things like Prophetic Prism, which we wouldn't really need too much. We might play the Atlas. Probably want to improve on Mere Kinsmith as well. So we might be looking for 4 more cards. So I think the upshot there is we do actually have quite a few 2-drops, but we'd like to improve on Predation Steward. So I think I'll take a Branchblight Stalker here. It's a bit more aggressive. Okay, there are some decent white cards here. So, yeah, there's a chance we might play white. We'll take that. Another Branchblight Stalker. I say we go for it. Drop Predation Steward. Let's drop this. Don't really want to play Mere Kinsmith that much. Don't really want to play Predation Steward that much. Still need a couple of cards then, really, to fill out the deck. Copper Longlegs would do, but mana curve wise, we're quite good for 2-drops. Maybe we could fit in a Carnivorous Canopy. A second Carnivorous Canopy. Kind of a tricky one. I suppose, yeah, we do have 2 Prophetic Prisms there, which we might be trying to replace. And then, yeah, I'll go for the Copper Longlegs. Okay, Adaptive Sporesinger, not that excited about. It can proliferate though. Hunter's Maze. Bearing in mind we want to... forests are particularly good for us with Nissa. We're pretty weak on 3-drops, so maybe that means we should take this just for mana curve reasons. Maze Skull Bomb. I'll go ahead and take a second Atlas at this point, in case we can get away with it. We'll take the Hunter Maze. Another Dune Mover, sure. Terramorphic Expanse, yeah, or a Rib Skiff. I don't know if Rib Skiff's that good. I think another Terramorphic Expanse gives me options. Okay. So maybe we did it. Maybe we have a mono green deck. Is there anything I'm leaving out that I should be using? That's interesting. 39 of 40 cards. So chuck in the other Atlas. Okay, I think I'll call that end of part one. I'll have a little think about that. Thanks for watching so far. Okay, and I'm back. So I have made a few changes. I've decided I'm better off with the removal cards. So Annihilating Glare, Ossification, and both Charge of the Mites are in the deck. I've decided my mana curve is an aggro curve. It's not really a ramp curve. I don't actually have very many expensive things. 5 and 6 plus. There's only 3 of them. I don't think it's worth playing in a Phyrexian Atlas at all. I don't need to play Prophetic Prism because I've got Dune Movers. I'm going to play all 4 of them and both Terramorphic Expanse, and that should help me find my plains, my swamp, to cast my other spells. I feel like Venser is a step too far. I don't know. Well, maybe I should. Maybe I should try. It means I have to put an island in, of course. No, I think Venser's a step too far because I'll literally have 1 island and 1 swamp in the deck. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah. So what have we left out? We've left out Carnivorous Canopy, Expand the Spheres, another ramp card. The Kinsmith's Predation Stewards. So I was wondering about Adaptive Sporesinger, but I think that's quite a good aggro card, and we're pretty low on 3 drops, to be honest. So we just have to play this. I think it's fine. Yeah. So we'll give this a go. One thing we're missing: we don't have any spells to cast on my own creatures, really. Apart from Infectious Bite, now I think of it, and Ruthless Predation. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we found a couple. We do have a couple of things that work with Rotpriest. So that's nice. Anyway, we'll give this a shot and see how we get on. So I expect we'll probably be casting Nissa for 5 or 6 mana. We won't get the 7 mana version very often. But the +1 is pretty good. Make a creature that's XX, where X is Nissa's loyalty. So it's going to be at least a 5/5. Okay, so we have a playable hand here. We've got our Dune Movers that will find me the swamp. And we have a Rotpriest, which is pretty amazing. Rotpriest plus Infectious Bite. will Dune Mover, put a swamp on top. Okay, blue. And green. It's an escaped experiment. It's an artifact. Okay. A couple of things. I could Dune Mover, Finder Plains, Annihilating Glare to sacrifice the Dune Mover to take this out. I don't know if that's very good. Or I could Infectious Bite. And I don't know if this is very good, but gives him a poison counter. I get through for 2 more poison counters. He's on 5 poison. It's got to be something, right? Scrap Gorger. Cool, we have found the Seedcore. That's pretty neat. Okay, let's try swinging in. Good question is, do we have any 1/1 creatures in the deck to work with Seedcore? Yes, we can make lights. That's a good point. And he needs another blocker because I'm threatening lethal here with the Plague Nurse ability. Oh, he's tapping his blocker. Now let's get this right. Each other creature with Toxic gains Toxic 1. But also I could just play a Dune Mover. Take action. Let's find white mana. I just realised I've missed the win here. So I'm going to get him to 9 mana. Oh no, it did. That's got Toxic 2. My mistake. But yeah, I could have attacked with everything and used the Plague Nurse ability. And that would have been 4 poison getting through as well. Well, that's a very silly opening game. I think we'll be lucky if we manage to do that again. Okay. Let's keep that. So we can get our 2 splash colours. We'll get a swamp to start with. And now our plains. Okay, he's going to make a blocker. Nice. And that's got Toxic 1 as well. Play my Death Toucher, see if you can do anything about it. It looks like we might get a turn 5 Nissa this game. Okay, he's doing the same colours as me, and he's used his removal on that guy. Very good. But we've got a surprise for him. We can Infectious Bite. Now, is it wise to do Infectious Bite? I think with Nissa coming next turn. I mean, I've got something pretty good on its way, so let's keep the momentum up. Okay. Nissa can protect herself by making a 5/5, of course. So, we'll go ahead and do that. Cost 4 life. Also destroy artifacts and enchantments. Oh, my mistake. No, not a 5/5, a 3/3. So we'll make a 3/3. I assume it's a 3/3. Oh, it's a 4/4. It checks after the loyalty gain. That's even better, so it can... Obviously you can inject her and make that a 3/5. Oh, good, yeah. That gets to fly over and kill Nissa, which is fair enough. So that would be a good defender against Dune Mover, but it can't block. So I think I just swing in with both of these. We just start racing. And we've got a big creature. That's a chunky boy. So I think holding the 4/4 back on defense seems to be sensible. But maybe we just swing in with a 6/5 at this point. But then it will just trade off with an Indoctrination Attendant. You could block with 2 things. So maybe that's not such a good trade. Then something else gets the 2 bonus toughness. Yeah, I think he's got a good defense here, so I'm going to just build up the board. And I have to just figure out what my breakthrough card is here, because Nissa's gone. He just played 2 of those, wow. Now, he's got, so this doesn't block, he's got 3 blockers, and I've got, actually I've got 5 attackers. You can obviously get a couple of favourable blocks in, but everything will trade with Flensing Raptor. If he lets these 2 through, he's dead in terms of life. That's 10 damage going through. I think this might just be a good time for an attack. I think I'll just go for it. So you can probably get away with 1 favourable block here. Okay. Well, that's turned out very well indeed. Yeah, okay, that did it. But gotta ask myself, did I play Nissa a bit too early there? All he needed was the Flensing Raptor to kill Nissa. But I suppose in terms of mana efficiency, you want to do something with your turn when you can add a big creature to follow up with the following turn potentially. And using the removal spell on basically on a 1/1. I'm not sure if that was a good idea. But those creatures that tap down your stuff can be quite annoying later. I think I kind of rationalized it that way. Okay, we've got the Dune Mover start, so we can find that swamp we need. We could go more aggressive with a Stalker on 2 if we want. We think maybe he's going to have a slow start. Well, he's done 1 mulligan. He's mulligan down to 6. It's a tap land. Tell you what, yeah, it's a tap land. Let's go with the... Oh, I tell you what, yeah. No, Dune Mover puts a land on top. We didn't hit a land this turn. We have to go Dune Mover this turn to guarantee a land drop next turn. And because we drew that Ossification, we'll go for the planes. Okay. We could ossify that. I'm okay. I think he might want to trade. No. I'll play my 3-drop. We could do Dune Mover here to make sure we get a 4-drop, and then we can double spell next turn. But I'll go for the Basilisk. I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling like we'll top deck something. Some land, I mean. Okay, he's got the Duelist. Well, that gets whispered. Okay, we go to 2 poison. Yeah, so that's a good start for him. We didn't hit the land drop. I'm going to go ahead and Dune Mover. Yeah, attacking just means I let him attack. Yeah, I think we've got to do Dune Mover, make sure we hit the next land drop. Double spell next turn. And I guess not... well, here's the thing. He's playing white. He could have the brutal combat trick. So I'm not going to block anyway. This has got first strike on attack anyway, so it beats my Death Toucher with any of either of the 2 combat tricks. Vraska's full. Okay, we'll lose a Dune Mover. I'm on 5 poison. Suppose, so the one I can't block is the Siphoner. So I think we Ossification that. Then we can play Stalker, then hold back the Basilisk to block, because it's we're in the danger zone now. We'll just have to take it on the chin if he's got the combat trick, but I think we're going to try and block this thing. No, he's just got straight up removal, so it gets through. But it means we have an Annihilating Glare target. Just thinking of what protection spells there are. I'm going to go ahead and use the Annihilating Glare. Sacrifice a creature, please. Target that creature. Sacrifice this creature. And we don't have any good follow-up this turn. It was that or play the Rotpriest. 7. Okay. I'll play the Rotpriest pre-combat because that will give him an extra poison counter. He's gonna, yeah, he's worth trading off, yeah. Mosquito doesn't have poison, which is nice. We'll swing in like this, and then if he blocks, he'll have to give himself Death Touch. Stalker. Dune Mover can get me closer to playing the Engulfer, so it sort of seems dumb, but I am going to take a basic land card next turn. And then we'll need another one, but then I can block his flyer. Another Necrosquito, okay. Well, it's got loads of insects. Fair enough. Let me think. So they're all gonna just block and trade off, I guess. That Necrosquito will get bigger, so we've got to make sure this guy has Death Touch. Look at all these guys die. I've still got the Rotpriest. What to do top deck? Oh, he's got to draw. 3 mana left. Land. Good game. Yeah, that was quite a fight. And you saw how the Dune Mover can help me just hit land drops as well, just for my when I've got a big creature stuck in my hand. Alright, there's our trusty Dune Mover. Very good, that'll let us get a turn 4 Rotpriest. So I'll go ahead and play the Longlegs here as just a defender against this. I don't want the Dune Mover to trade with this. That does not seem good. Also gives me another turn to potentially draw a swamp, the swamp in the deck. So, yeah, we do this, we look for the swamp. But Notice my opponent has a fast start. 2/1/1 creature, 2/1 mana creatures. And a 3-drop. And that would, yeah, it means my Ruthless Predation would be quite expensive. I think we just build up our creature base here. Oh, that's a very good card. We've hit a land, so we can Tyrranax Atrocity this turn. So he could double block. Actually, yeah, he could double block to kill it. We might be okay with that. Interesting situation. But we can also double spell. We can Sporesinger. I suggest the Dune Mover might be a good one to get 4/3, and then it might trade off with the Lightbringer. And we could Ruthless Predation. What do we Ruthless Predation though? Well, we could spend the turn. We could spend 4 mana killing the Lightbringer, right? So I think, oh yeah, we messed it up. I take too long with these difficult choices. So we've really blown it, unfortunately. I think. He can do, yeah, no attacks. So, what do we do instead? I think we've got to do something. Let's take this guy out. This creature you control. Yes. Now let me play the ward cost. But good. And it achieves something. It's harder for him to trade with my Atrocity next turn. And that could get through, make a might. Cool, I've got Charge of the Mites to take out that flyer. He can still mess things up for me a little bit. Okay, let's try Sporesinger. Build up the board a little bit. Pump up the Dune Mover. Send that in. Okay. Oh yeah, that has Vigilance as well built in. Fair enough. So, okay, everything's attacking. So he's got something interesting going on. Okay, so we'll chuck you in the way of that might. We don't want to risk the priest. He might have, I don't know, charge of the mites. Well, you could use that now, couldn't he? I'll try blocking with this one. We're expecting a battery of some kind. No? Okay. Okay, now, where I've miscalculated. I assumed I had white mana for some reason. I do not have white mana. Okay. Okie doke. I think I just go for Tyrranax Atrocity here, on balance. He doesn't have a really good trade with Dune Mover, so we'll attack with that. Rotpriest should not attack. That should attack, that should attack. Just realised Rotpriest doesn't trade with anything. Oh, that's nice. That's 6 poison. Okay, another of these dudes. Okay, another forest. Thinking about just taking out the flyer. Yeah, let's take out the flyer. Let's use the Sporesinger here, because I don't want him to instantly kill Tyrranax Atrocity in response. That would be pretty bad. Right, yeah, he doesn't have good trades here. That can give itself Death Touch, and that can stay on defense. Give itself some Death Touch. I held off on the Atrocity for a little while, and maybe it turned out to be the right thing. It sort of, well, we got to the stage where he didn't have any good blocks for a 4/4. I think once he chump blocked with the 1/1, it made it a bit harder for him. Okay, couple of tap lands. We've got the Rotpriest. Got a 2-drop. I think it's a bit risky, got to say. Let's keep it. Got more white spells than black spells. I think we'll go for a plains here. He's got 1 drop into 2 drops, so that's a really fast start. Oh, Seedcore, 3rd land. Beautiful. I think I like the Adaptive Sporesinger here. Okay. Okay, I think let's play the 3 mana dude. Because there's a chance we can double spell on a future turn, so I think might be the right choice here. Yeah, and let's give this chap Death Touch. Okay, serious flyer. Everything's got flying so far. Hello. Land number 4. Now, we could do that again and give this guy Death Touch. Attack with everything. And then Ossification, whatever's left. If he decides to trade off, which he might do. Or we protect our Rotpriest by doing Ossification on this right now. And attack with everything. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, let's put Death Touch on you again. This guy. That's a good answer to my 3-1. Okay. But this 2-2 Vigilance is a beast on this board at the moment. I think hold the Rotpriest back. I'm going to give this thing flying. Okay, we'll take out your other flyer. That seems reasonable. us here? I'll play a Rotpriest. Okay. It's out of that. Oh, big chunky creature alert. Cool, we hit 5 mana. We can give... Can we give Death Touch? Do we have black mana from here? No, we don't. We cannot activate this ability, so that's not a blocker. So actually 3... well, potentially 2 damage is going through. If he did that, though, that would be all the poison. That would kill him. And he'd potentially go down to 3. Okay, I'm going to make maybe a wildly foolish decision and attack like this. So I think I can get him to take poison now. Do I not? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Well, I've got to say, it seems to be going well. March of Burgeoning Life, yep, that's one I have 4 of already. So, yeah, up to 5 wins. Maybe there is something to this Dune Mover. Just letting you splash for other colours quite easily without losing, you know, creature slots. Okay, looks like a good one. Rotpriest into Branchblight Stalker. And a Ruthless Predation as well. That's nice. I'm on the draw. Let's see if my opponent has a very fast start again. Alright. He has a 3/1 creature. I think he's considering some removal. Or not. This puts Rotpriest to 2/4. I guess the preferred target is the glider because it's flying, it pumps his team sometimes. On the other hand, let's build up the board and let's double spell next turn. Might be tempted to swing with that glider. Oh, okay. Put that on the flyer. Slightly faster clock. And then this guy can beat the priest. So, just considering what seems like a dumb move, taking out the 1/1, putting this to the Rotpriest to 2/4, so it takes 1, and then he can't trade off with this guy, so all of my guys can attack. Because trading with the 1/1 just feels bad for some reason. That's 3 more points through. And I've got the Longlegs. Okay, we think we just attack with a 3/1. Okay, he gets 2/3. I will look for the planes definitely. This can act. The Seedcore can help me cast my creature because it gives you mana towards any Phyrexian creatures. Should I manage to top deck it? Okay. There it goes. Okay, yep, stop the poison coming in. Copper Longlegs are each worth an extra poison, of course. interesting card. Okay, yeah, it gets you a creature back, and you exile and replay an equipment. So you get 2 creatures out of that. That is not bad at all. So I just swing it again. You can just chuck a 1/1 in the way. Definitely had a run of luck just drawing the Rotpriest in the opening hand. It's kind of insane. Cool, another against all odds, so another 2 creatures in play. Pretty cool. Annihilating Glare. It destroys. So we'll just take away his ability to trade with my 4/4, I think. Take 3 power off the board. Oh. Yeah, what have I missed? I'm missing black mana. Never mind. So we will just attack with these 2. He will be able to trade off. But perhaps not both of them. Okay, fair enough. The 4/2, so that's a good thing to trade off with Tyrranax Atrocity. He is finding a lot of value in his deck here, just pumping out loads of creatures. Well, that's fair. Okay, attack with 3/2. Interesting. Right, so I guess we will double block here. It means 1 less poison counter for him, if I lose a Longlegs. Let's just check he hasn't got first strike or something silly. Okay, my turn. We can play the Rotpriest. I think we can attack with the Rotpriest. Yeah, that is a Rotpriest. We'll attack with both of these guys and give him a difficult choice. You can get a free kill on the Rotpriest, but it will... Yeah, not going to do that, clearly. 2/3. And remember, we do not have black mana. We can't activate this ability. Okay, 2 creatures. Nice. Okay, there's mana number 6. It is tapped. Right, so I don't think I can attack here because he's got a 2/3 to kill the Rotpriest. I can't give anything Death Touch. So neither Rotpriest can actually kill anything. I'll just say go there. Oh nice, he's got the relevant rare. So this can make cat tokens for the rest of the game, which is going to be exceedingly challenging for me. Which will come into play with equipment. I think he's stabilized here and he's going to turn this around, it's looking like. Oh, I see. They make that a 5/1. And then it becomes a 7/3. Wow. It's impressive. Whack this guy in the way and sacrifice it to give him a poison counter. Okay, my turn. Oh, there's the Dune Mover, so yeah. So we can get that all-important swamp next turn. But we've also got this little matter of this 6/5 creature. I think I'll chuck that in for the moment. Probably the best equipment deck I've run into. Really getting a lot of value out of the against all odds. All these this little army of mites he got from the Crawling Chorus. His 1 Crawling Chorus made 3 mites, which is pretty impressive. He had a removal card. Oh well. At least he's on 8 poison. 8/3. Can't kill it. Yeah, no blocks. He's got 3 blockers. Okay. Oh, double Dune Mover. That's not bad. Yeah. Swarm Bonds up. Decline that. So, I will have potentially 4 attackers. He's got 3 blockers at the moment. He can make another blocker with this guy. All of my attackers have Toxic. So we still have a chance of winning here. See if this Might is going to do 10 damage. We have to just chuck a Dune Mover in the way. He's got 6 mana, so he can make a cat token. Now, what's the risk here? Just thinking the usual pump spell is +2/+2 in red. I think. Oh, there's a red spell that gives +3/+1. So that's, if he's got that, he wins. However, if he doesn't have it, I think I swing back and I win. On the other hand, safety first. If I play that there, well, he can make a blocker with Kemba, and then he's okay. So I'm going to play this sort of safety first, but I'm wondering if that. I don't think it gives him. Yeah, we'll be extra safe in case he's got the pump spell. And he's got to spend 5 mana to make a cat token now. He's going to spend 1 mana. So he can do that, but he's got to spend 5. Yeah, he's thrown it over to me, so he's got to spend mana on the cat token. So we can kill Kemba. I think it's the obvious choice. He's got to make a cat token in response. Okay. Oh. His creature died because it wasn't getting the pump anymore. Therefore, I win, I believe, because he only has 2 blockers. So I'm just going to attack with everything. That was unfortunate. I didn't see that. Yeah, it's giving a +1/+1 to everything. So he happened to have 2 Batter Fists attached to a 2/2 creature. I think Rotpriest happens automatically, doesn't it? So should do it. Yeah, there we go. Close one. Ah, 6 wins. Not bad. Of course, the target, we're trying to get to 3,400 gems for a Mastery Pass. So this is a good chunk of the way there. But yeah, we'll definitely need to do another draft or 2 after this at least. Okay, 4 land. So it's quite a slow hand. I guess we'll look for a swamp, because we've got the glare in the opening hand. I think what we might do, we'll keep this, we might not play Terramorphic Expanse on turn 1. We might play it on turn 3, just to give us a chance to potentially top deck a swamp or a plains. Might be important. Oh, he's got Urabrask's Forge. That's not fair. So turn 3 Urabrask Forge is probably a win. This doesn't kill artifacts. Well, we hit actually something important, Charge of the Mites. So I think that means we will look for a plains here. Play another Copper Longlegs. I won't attack and Lantern. Yeah, we don't have anything in the main deck. We don't have Carnivorous Canopy to take this out, unfortunately. Not the first time I've faced a turn 3 Urabrask Forge in Limited as well. So that's going to get to 3-1 because he had a Proliferate card. Nasty. Oh, he's attacking with both of those. Okay. So we'll just tease out a combat trick, I guess. Maybe 2 combat tricks. Maybe I lose both my spiders. Blazing Crescendo. Okay. Could be worse. 1 point of damage. I'm feeling he's got everything. Okay, I'm going to look for that plains now. Okay. Let's go for a Plague Nurse here. And no attacks. Okay, great. A card advantage as well. More life points. Okay, just take that. Troll's a little bit too big for Infectious Bite, even. Oh well. I'm going to play a Basilisk. And we sort of hope we're going to hit an untapped land and play Nissa and then make a chump blocker every turn we can chuck in the way. Of course, yeah, that gets to 5/6. Is that got trample? Okay, we'll take 6 off that. Whatever. Troll's dead. Okay. Here comes Nissa. We'll spend 4 life points. Sure. Let's do it. That sounds fun to me. Let's go down to 2 life. Oh. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Don't mind if I do. I just forgot about that ability. We can't attack. If he has removal, we're dead, so no attacks. There's me thinking I was going to make a blocker every turn. I nearly did it without thinking, without reading the card. Well, we actually top deck a swamp. Well, that's pretty nice. Let's you're not. Yeah, let's make some more dudes. Okay.
Our strength multiplies.
Okay. We got a lot of removal actually. I think we can attack with a Plague Nurse now. I think that's absolutely fine. He's going to concede there. Wow. I guess he didn't have any direct damage in his deck to do the last 2 damage. Wow, and I found Nissa's secret ability. She can destroy artifacts and enchantments. That feels pretty good, I gotta say. 7-0. That's sort of unheard of. I think I managed this once in Guilds of Ravnica draft in 2018. I can't remember any other 7-0s. Well, that was ridiculous. Yeah, let's look at the deck there. I nearly went for some ramp cards. I nearly put in Atlases because I thought, oh, let's get Nissa out. And then I realised, you look at the mana curve. Is this a ramp deck? No, this is an aggro deck. It's got 11 2-drops, 5 3-drops. It's only got 1 5-drop and 2 6-drops. It's not a ramp deck. You're not going to benefit much from an Atlas. And we're splashing 2 colours. Do we need any other fixing? No, because we've got 4 Dune Movers and 2 Terramorphic Expanse, which is plenty. That's sort of 6 points, 6 mana fixing things. So I decided we don't need these kind of filler cards here, which they cost you tempo, they cost you mana to develop these without adding a body to the board. I thought, yeah, black and white were worthwhile for removal spells, and the Necrogen Rotpriest seemed to make sense. But I didn't think Vents a Corpse Puppet was. I thought that's too much of a risk, because that's 2 off colours. That's two splash colours to play this guy. You saw in the last game a good argument for Carnivorous Canopy. It can take out an Urabrask's Forge. But then so can Nissa, I guess, as we discovered. I didn't play Fair Basilica because I'm just splashing white. It's very difficult to get that other white mana to sacrifice this. That's my reasoning for that, for not playing that. Yeah. And yeah, we just played a couple of big creatures, but mainly we had just a consistent early game there, and consistent sort of way. The Dune Movers just make it very consistent, hitting your land drops, the colours that you need. We had a good run of finding Rotpriest in our opening hand. We saw Nissa, I think, in the first game and the last game. So it wasn't all about Nissa just crushing it. Just a nice combination of early game toxic and backed up with a few removal spells to push them through, and just a bit of mana. Dune Mover gives you a lot of mana consistency. I've not seen other people playing this either. I think maybe this is a hidden gem in the set. Okay, yep, that'll do nicely. So our target is 3,400. That gets us pretty close, 950. Yeah, 3320. We're almost there. 80 more gems. So if we went 0 wins on the next one, we'd just fall slightly short. I wouldn't put it past myself to go 0-3 after a 7-0, but yeah, 1 win would be enough to net that juicy mastery pass. Anyway, I think that is a video. So thanks for watching.